Hello, hello. My name is Linda, also known as Torta Jala around the internet. I love creative journaling and all things stationery. And today I wanted to share some new pens I've acquired, two TWSBI Eco fountain pens. I'll show you a quick unboxing even though I've actually already opened these boxes to check the pens previously. So every TWSBI Eco comes in a plastic box with a paper sleeve outside, and usually it's that craft colored paper sleeve, but if you buy a special version, like a bronze trim, then it'll have that white and black trimmed paper sleeve instead. But the contents inside, it's the same. There's a wrench to disassemble your pen should you need to, a little vial of silicone grease, and then the pen itself along with instructions. So first, we have the Amazonite pen. And this series of pen that they started creating are named after gemstones. And so they're going for this like multicolored swirl in the colored parts of the TWSBI Eco Pen. And as you can see, I think I got lucky because this one has some really nice variation of swirls. It's almost like a minty colored with white swirls, and there's silver trim, which is like the standard trim of TWSBI Ecos. So the price of this pen is like a regular TWSBI Eco. If you get something that's like gold plated or bronze plated or something like a different trim color, then it's priced higher, even though the mechanism, like it's still a TWSBI Eco. So I'm realizing that personally, I really like these swirly colors more than the solid colored TWSBIs. So I don't know, I'm just drawn to the gemstone series, I guess. The second pen is the Serpentine pen, which is the latest in this gemstone series that was just released recently this summer. By the way, is anyone else really annoyed by the stickers that TWSBI uses to close these plastic boxes? I always feel like they're not easy to remove, and I hate it when there's like that sticky residue left on the surface. So gross. But, anyways, this is my Serpentine pen, which you can see is really dark. I wish that I got more color variations. Um, so that you could really see that it is like swirly with multicolors, but I seem to have just gotten a really like dark version. If you look closely, there are variations. There's different shades of like almost black to dark green, maybe a tiny dot of like white or lightness somewhere here and there at the very top as well. But actually, it's the piston knob area that has much more variation in terms of the very, very dark, almost black color to the dark green to the lighter, sort of like tan color that is sometimes mixed in, and maybe some pops of white as well. Sort of funky, like in terms of the mix of colors. But yeah, so that is the colored pen that I got. And maybe it's okay that it ended up this way because when I'm holding the pen uncapped, I'm going to be seeing like that piston knob area more anyways, so I guess that's a plus. I don't usually cap my pens, so um or like post my pens, so I would be just using it unposted. But, we all know it's the luck of the draw when it comes to buying pens with like swirly resins because you just never know what you're going to get. So I'm going to ink both of these up now. I chose Diamine Celadon Cat and Diamine Salamander to be sort of like a bit matchy-matchy to the two pen colors. I thought that the two colors would match the best, like from the inks that I have. Looking at it afterwards, I realize it's obviously not like a perfect match, and obviously you don't need to match your ink to the pen, but for some reason, I just do that automatically whenever I get a new pen. And then it's like an afterthought for me to be like, okay, I can just try any ink. I don't know. I'm wondering if I should just pick like a dependable, reliable, like ink that I really know that I should always ink my new pens with. That way, it would be easier to tell if there's something different about like the pen and the nib without having to consider the variable in the ink. You know what I mean? Logically, it makes sense. I know a lot of people use like Waterman or like Parker, like blue what do you call those classic like blue inks? But yeah, I still don't do it. Let me know down in the comments. Do you always ink your pens with like the same standard color to get like a good baseline on a new pen? Or are you always picking like a new ink or something that matches the pen? It would be fun to know like what's the distribution of what people do. But yeah, I'm just going to write out the pen names after inking up these pens just to make sure everything is good to go. I just realized now I don't remember if I like washed my pens or not. I usually don't flush them out, even though people say you should. I think I also dip tested these. Oh, maybe I didn't. I'm getting confused now because I obviously have gotten too many new pens in a short period of time. But this is the TWSBI Eco Serpentine. And again, serpentine, I think people think it has something to do with snakes or something and it's like green. I mean, maybe, but serpentine is actually a gemstone. Like I said, these Amazonite was first and then now there's serpentine. So these are gemstones. So I'm assuming the series is off of gemstones, which is like sort of amazing. I mean, smart on their part because there are a gajillion gemstone colors. So that they could definitely create so many different pen colors following this series. And then, so my Serpentine, I got it in the medium nib, and then the TWSBI Amazonite, I got it in a bold nib. As I'm writing it on here, and this is like moleskin paper, so I guess it's not like the best, but they look sort of similar. I guess the bold is a little bit more bold. I already have a 1.1 millimeter stub TWSBI as well as an extra fine, so I guess fine is the only one I'm missing. So that's it. Just wanted to share some stationery love with you. Whatever pen you might be using right now, I hope you're enjoying it. Sometimes we can also just shop our own stash rather than buying a new release. So just something to think about. Thanks for watching and let me know down in the comments what you think if you got yourself the new TWSBI Serpentine or what TWSBIs you might already have in your collection. Thanks so much. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel for more stationery videos. Wishing you a great day and until next time, bye.